A set of kitchen cabinets usually consists of wall cabinet, base cabinet, countertop, pantry, bar stand, and so on. Let us have a brief understanding of the product through the guidance as follows. Pantry, countertop, wall cabinet. The wall cabinet is composed of door panels, bottom panel, shelf, top panel, side panel, and back panel. Lighting valance, base cabinet. The base cabinet is composed of shelf, bottom panel, side panel, door panels, front and back setting levers. Besides the cabinet, there are other fitting accessories to be assembled with the cabinets together to create the decorative effect. Hereby, we introduce some kinds of the fitting accessories: top panels, top fillers, corner fillers, and decorative panels. 1. Drawing references. First of all, let's take a look at the plan. From the plan, we can see the depth and width of the wall cabinets and base cabinets, or to determine whether this set of kitchen cabinets has top valance or kick toe. The broken line on the base cabinet stands for kick toe, and those on the wall cabinet stand for top valance. The plan also tells us the number of cabinets. Next, let's take a look at the elevation. We can see the height, width, and the opening direction of each cabinet to determine whether it is a single door or double door. The broken line in the elevation stands for the adjustable shelf, and we can also determine the specific location of all accessories from the elevation. Finally, let's take a look at the plan for the countertop. We can see the positions for sinks and stoves as well as the length and width of countertop. From this drawing, we can also see the jointing positions of countertop and its notch. Sometimes countertop plans provide to us the enlarged images for certain positions in order to attract your attention to specific structures. Two, combinations of kitchen cabinets. After a general understanding of the production drawings, we can start combining the kitchen cabinets. First of all, let's count the number of packages. Then, open the packages. The packaging is divided into 4 categories to include the cabinet bodies, the door panels, the countertop, and the accessories. Let us open the packaging of each cabinet one by one and put all cabinet panels in order according to their dimensions. After sorting all the panels, install the jointing screws on the sides of the panels. Find the panels of the correct sizes and assemble them according to the drawings. The method of assembly is the same as mentioned in previous chapters. Count the number of cabinets after assembly to ensure the number of cabinets is correct as specified on the drawings. Check out the quantity of cabinets and then install the hinges on the door panels. Put the base cabinet on the floor with the back panel facing downwards. Find the correct door panels by referring to drawings. In the end, place the door panel on the side panel of the cabinet. Align the door panel with the bottom panel of the cabinet and secure the hinges on the system holes of the side panels of the cabinet. The assembly of the cabinet is completed. Follow the following procedures to transport the kitchen cabinet. Place the large cabinets at the bottom and place the smaller ones on top. Put the smaller cabinets into the larger cabinets. The heavy cabinets should be placed at the bottom while the light ones should be placed on the top. The fragile items should be packed with blankets. After transportation, count the number of cabinets against the shipping bill. Assembly of bloom slides. Now, we'd like to describe details for the installation of the bloom slides. Before installation, I will give you a brief understanding of the components for bloom slides, to include jointers, drawer frames, handrail, crossbar, soft close bumpers, slides, and so on. First of all, measure the height of the door panels for each drawer with tape. Leave 25 mm space at the lower part of the two side panels and mark the line. This is because the thickness of the bottom panels for the drawer is 18 mm. If no space is saved, the bottom panels cannot be installed properly. Mark the positioning lines above 25 mm line on the side panels of the cabinet, and the distance between the two lines is equal to the height of the door panel. After marking the positioning line for the bloom slides, install the slides at the positioning line on the two side panels. Go in 5 mm from the front side and secure with self-tapping screws. After installing the slides on the two side panels, we can assemble the drawer cabinet body and put it aside. Next, let's find all the panels for the drawer cabinet according to drawing. When all panel and bloom accessories are ready, we can start assembling the drawers. Connect the fasteners to its designated place on the drawer frame and install the bottom panels of the drawers. Please note that the factory has already installed the soft close bumper on the bottom panels, and we only need to pay attention to the forward and backward directions of the bumpers during assembly. The arrows of the bumpers should face the front of the drawer frame. The front sides of the drawer frame and the bottom panels should be leveled and secured with screws. In the end, insert the back panels of the drawers in the fasteners and secure with screws. After installing the back panels for the drawers, secure with nails. After assembling the drawers, we should install one part of the ball slide on the side of the drawer base, leveling it to the bottom of the drawer side panel. Go in 1 mm from the front and secure with nails. Please note the drawer for ball slide is different from bloom drawer, as the drawer is made of wooden panels, which is the same to cabinet body. They are all jointed with cam that is convenient for assembly. After assembling the drawer, we can start leveling the base cabinet body. Please refer to the leveling of bloom drawer cabinet body. After leveling the cabinet body, we can start installing the door panels. First of all, let's put the first drawer on the slides of the cabinet body and install the door panels from the bottom to the top. Use a 4.2 mm straight drill to drill few holes on drawer face frame in order to install the door panels. After drilling the holes, use self-tapping screws to secure the drawer face frame with the door panels. The bottom of the door panel should level with the bottom panel of the cabinet. The installation of the second door panel is the same as the first door panel, and the clearance between the two door panels is 2 mm. Use set square as measure reference. It is required the door panels should be installed properly and the clearance should be even. The installation of the ball slides is completed. Installation of slide rails. 1. The slide rails on both side panels should be installed on the same level and their height should be equal. 2. For installation of bloom slide rails, leave 25 mm for the bottom panel at the lower end of the side panels. 3. There are two keys for door panel adjustment, front and back, on the side of the bloom drawer frame. The key at the front is used for adjusting the left and right swing, and the back key is used for adjusting the upward and downward swing. 4. To join the bloom drawer frame with the bottom panels, the front side has to be flat and straight to eliminate clearance between the door panels and the drawers. 5. Before installing the door panels, please adjust cabinet body to be level. Assembly of 3-layer pull-out basket. The 3-layer pull-out basket consists of 2 parts to include the slides and the basket. Find out the base cabinet to install the 3-layer basket according to the drawing. Firstly, use tape to measure the internal dimension for base cabinet and the dimensions of the 3-layer basket. Figure out midpoint at bottom panel of base cabinet. Draw a center line on the bottom panel according to the calculated dimension and go in 10 mm from the front side. Draw a positioning line for the front of the slides to install the slides of the pull-out basket at the center of bottom panel at base cabinet. Having drawn the positioning line, we can secure the slides of the pull-out basket onto the bottom panel of the base cabinet. After securing the slides, level the cabinet body before installing the door panels of the pull-out basket. Currently, the 3-layer pull-out baskets are jointed with the door panels by door panel combo. Firstly, measure the hole position of the upper and lower combo on the door panels and mark the line to install the combo. When the door panels are installed, adjust them. In the end, install the pull-out basket. Pay attention that the pull-out basket is secured on the slide rails and 2 holes at the front and back sides, which are used for securing the pull-out basket with screws. Installation of pull-out basket for burning bays. Hook the pull-out basket on the slides and use tape to measure the distance to the bottom of the slide. Add 20 mm before marking the line. Please pay attention that the pull-out basket is installed after assembling the cabinet body. Go in 70 mm from the front side and secure the slides on the left and right sides. Having secured the slides, install the pull-out basket on the slides. Secure the basket on the slides and pull out the basket. Put the water dripping plate on the pull-out basket. Install the door panel combo on the holes at the front of the pull-out basket slides and secure with special screws. Then, use tapes or corner ruler to measure the position for the door panel combo. Mark the line on the door panels according to the measured dimensions. Disassemble the parts from the door panel combo and install it on the door panels. Adjust the door panels after installation. Installation of gigantic pull-out basket for pantry. The installation of the gigantic pull-out basket can be categorized as single-door installation and double-door installation. The gigantic pull-out basket is divided into 9 parts. Firstly, let's connect all components of the gigantic pull-out basket with screwdrivers. In the next step, we will measure the internal dimensions of the pantry and the width of the slide. Calculate the slide line position of the slides on the left and right sides when the slides are in the middle. Go in 70 mm forward from the front side to mark the positioning line, and you can secure the slides on the bottom panels of the cabinet with screws. The next step is to secure the sliding flutes on top panel. Slide the flutes in the top panel and go in 70 mm from the front side and secure it. Then we can install the accessories on the door panels. Firstly, attach the small pull-out basket onto mounting of the basket frame and measure the widths. Then measure 70 mm forward from the hinge of the door panels and mark a line to get ready for installing the mounting of the basket frame. Install the second mounting of the basket frame as the above mentioned. Go up 70 mm from the bottom of the door panels to mark the positioning line for securing parts of the first mounting of the basket frame, and tighten the securing components of the first mounting of the basket frame. The same method is applied to the second. Having finished this work, use the upper and lower jointing parts to connect the small pull-out basket on the door panels with the large pull-out basket in the cabinet body. Then, open the gigantic pull-out basket to check out if it slides smoothly. Install the two parts of the pull-out basket and assemble the decorative covers of the slides at the bottom of the pull-out basket. The assembly of the gigantic pull-out basket is completed. Installation of the small basket. There are various kinds of small basket, which are installed in base cabinets and easy reach cabinets. A small basket consists of three parts. Firstly, let's connect the internal with the external frames of the basket. Use tape to measure dimensions of the two parts. Go in 440 mm and mark the vertical positioning line on the bottom panels. If the door is open from the left, go in 240 mm from the left side panel to mark transverse line. Install the internal frame. Place the internal frame on the bottom panel of the cabinet and position it according to the positioning line. Tighten with screws. Then level the front of the external frame with the slide panel. Place it on the bottom panel and secure it onto the slide panels of the easy reach cabinet with screws. Having installed the two parts, pull out the small basket and join the two parts with the pointing parts. Then we can install door panels. Before installation, we should use tape to measure the dimensions of the upper and lower jointers of the door panels. Use this measured dimension to mark the positioning line on the door panels. Disassemble the parts from the door panel combo and install it on the door panels. After installation, join the two parts and secure with screws. After securing the door panels, adjust the door panels by adjusting the door panel combo. In the end, place the baskets onto the two parts. The installation of the small basket pantry is completed. Installation of hydraulic support. First of all, have a pencil and angle ruler in hand. Open the tip-up door and measure to find the midpoint of the hydraulic support is 245 mm. Use corner ruler to measure 245 mm from top panel and mark the positioning line. Going 20 mm to mark the positioning line across line from the hydraulic support. Use corner ruler to measure downward 100 mm from the hinge and mark the line. Mark the cross positioning line at the point of 34 mm from the side of the door panel. Place the hydraulic support on the focus where two lines go across and secure with nails. After installation, adjust door panels by adjusting the hinges. The installation is completed. Installation of rice container. The rice container consists of two parts to include the container body and the slides. Firstly, install the slides onto the body of the rice container. Use tape to measure the dimensions of bottom panel of the rice container. Go in 15 mm from the front and mark the line on the bottom panel. Then measure the width of the slides. Align the center of the slides with the center of the container bottom panel and secure it on bottom panel. Then install the container body onto the slides. Insert the upper and lower fixing parts of the door panels into the respective holes on the rice container body. Use tape to measure the dimensions of the upper and lower jointers and use this dimension to mark the positioning line on the door panels. In the end, install the joint parts on the door panels and secure them. Join the door panels with the container body and proceed with final adjustment to finish the assembly. Installation of garbage bin. Garbage bin is a common part of the kitchen cabinet and it is formed of 7 parts. Before assembly, please check if the door panels of the sink cabinet have been properly adjusted. Then you can install the garbage bin. Firstly, check the location of the holes for the garbage bin mounting parts on top and bottom. Put the bottom bracket of garbage bin on the bottom panel of the base cabinet, positioned at 5 mm from the front side of the cabinet. Then secure the bottom bracket with screws. The next step is to place the other bracket on the side panel. Mark the positioning line by measuring the dimensions and secure it on the side panel. Then insert the lower fixing parts of garbage bin in the holes of the bracket and insert the fixing parts. Place the garbage bin against the door panels and mark the lines for the fixing parts on the door panels and install them. Then connect the 2 parts of garbage bin and cover to install it on top of the bracket. The door panel of the kitchen cabinet controls the opening and closing of the garbage bin. Open and close it to test and avoid noise when it works. The installation is completed. Installation of the pull-out basket and other accessories. 1. The door panels combo, which is used for the 3-layer pull-out basket and pull-out basket in burning cabinet, can also be used for adjusting the upward and downward moves of the door panels. 2. The installation dimension for the lower end hydraulic support of the flat door is 250 mm. 3. When installing the rice container, go in at least 15 mm from the front side. 4. The fixing parts for the lower end of the garbage bin should be placed on the bottom panel for installation. Hereby, we give a brief introduction of the jointing parts that are used for assembling the kitchen cabinet, including the barbed nuts, the joint screws, and the cam. Next, let's have a look at the mounting of hinges on the system holes. Firstly, insert the rubber plugs into the system holes and secure the hinges onto the plastic plugs with screws. In the end, put the plastic caps on the system holes. The standard technique of assembling hinges on system holes allows you to assemble and disassemble the hinges without damaging the side panels of the cabinet. Assembly of corner base cabinet. First of all, let's open the packaging to count the number of parts and inspect their quality. Lay a blanket on the floor before assembly. Place the side panels flat on the floor and attach the joint parts, tenons, onto the 2 side panels. Align the bottom panel, the fixed filler, and the front and back setting levers with the holes and secure them with the cam. Afterwards, place the other side panel in right place and secure with cam. Put the cabinet straight and use blade to remove away the excessive PVC covers on both ends of the back panel flutes. In the end, insert the back panel in the flute and secure with screws. Please pay attention, the back panel should go along well with the flute. Otherwise, the lean of the cabinet body will take effect on the adjustment of the door panels. To install the fixed filler on the corner cabinet, use a 4.2 mm drill to drill a hole on the bottom panel at a place near the fixed filler. Use a pneumatic screwdriver to turn at the hole positions to form countersink holes. Use 4x50 self-tapping screws to secure the fixed filler on the bottom panel. Keep the cabinet bottom up to install the adjustable feet. Measure 50 mm from front sides of the cabinet to mark the line and install the cabinet feet. Normally, install 4 feet on 400 to 700 mm base cabinet. Install 6 feet on 800 to 1000 mm base cabinet. Hereby, we have finished the assembly for the body of corner base cabinet. Having finished the assembly of the cabinet body, lay the cabinet body on the floor with the back panel facing downwards. Join fixing filler with the door panel by using straight door hinge. Then, place the door panel on the fixing filler and level it with the bottom panel. Secure it with self-tapping screws onto the filler. In the end, adjust the door panel. The assembly of the corner base cabinet is completed. In the following chapter, we will show you the assembly of the sink cabinet, cooking cabinet, and pantry. Assembly of sink base. New technology of 2005 is applied to sink base and will incorporate waterproof rubber strips on bottom panel. When we install the waterproof rubber strips, use knife blade to slightly push up the aluminum foils on both sides of the bottom panel and install the waterproof rubber strips on the bottom panel before assembling the sink base. Please note that the sink base normally does not have back panel. Please refer to the assembly of corner base cabinet. The next step is to install the feet and the door panels. When the door panels are installed, adjust the door panels to complete the assembly of sink cabinet. Assembly of the cooking cabinet. Please refer to the assembly of corner base cabinet. Assemble cooking cabinet accordingly. Please note that the bottom panel for the cooking cabinet is different from the bottom panels of other cabinets, as its bottom panel is sculpted in arch shape. Next, we will assemble the cabinet body, the back panel, and the cabinet feet. For the base cabinets, we normally install the feet at a place 50 mm from the front side of the cabinet. However, for cooking cabinet, the feet will be installed at a place 70 mm from front side of the cabinet, which is for the convenience of installing the wheels for the cooking cabinet. In cooking cabinets, there may be some cuttings or openings for the sockets, which are convenient for the connections with burnings or gas pipe. Assembly of wall cabinet. Please refer to the assembly processes of base cabinet and assemble the wall cabinet accordingly. Attach the jointing parts on the side panels before starting assembling the cabinet body. Please note that the panel parts for the wall cabinet are not the same as the base cabinet, as the wall cabinet has top panel, while the top of the base cabinet uses front and back levers. In the end, slide the back panel in the flutes and secure with screws. The stationary hook is used to hang the cabinet on wall. The stationary hook is installed on the side panel nearing to top panel. If the stationary hook holes on the back panel are too small, use a knife blade to expand. Then use 4x25 self-tapping screws to secure. Hereby, we complete the installation of the wall cabinet for microwave. Installation of the pantry. Please refer to the assembly processes of the wall cabinets and base cabinets and assemble the pantry accordingly. Please pay attention that the back panel is installed with a few reinforcement panels. Do not miss them during assembly. Nowadays, the reinforcement panels are joined through cam. The following step is to install the top panel, shelves, bottom panel, reinforcement panels, back panels, and side panels. The assembly of pantry is completed. Assembly of single cabinet. 1. For reasonable installation of cam, it should not be visible. For example, the cam, which is used for securing the shelf, should face downwards. 2. The system holes can also be used for positioning and installing slides and shelves. 3. When installing the feed seat for the cooking cabinet, go in 70 mm from front of cabinet bottom panels. 4. Stationary hook to install wall cabinet is only suitable for the solid wall. In some countries of North America and Europe, reinforced panel on back of wall cabinet is supplied so that the cabinet can be fixed on stand frames behind the wall in case the wall is not completely solid. In this part, we will introduce to you various tools that are used for the installation of kitchen cabinet, including percussive drill, jigsaw, shift gears electric drill, corner grinder, polisher, screwdriver, pencil, tape, hammer, pincers, wrenches, and glue feeder. After getting the general understanding of the assembly tools, let us have a look at the functions and the usages of electric tools. Shift gears electric drill, when used with 8mm drill bits, is mainly used for drilling holes for jointing bolts and to drill holes on the countertop. Shift gears electric drill, when used with the pneumatic screwdriver, is mainly used for disassembling the cabinet bodies and driving in self-tapping screws. When shift gears electric drill is used together with various models of hole openers, it is mainly used for cutting holes for taps and electric sockets. Shift gears electric drill is able to rotate in both directions, and the speed can be adjusted by hand, which allows you to assemble and disassemble the bodies of the cabinets, as well as to drive in self-tapping screws. When a percussive drill is used with 8mm drill, it drills holes for pencil parts, for wall cabinets, and electric appliances. To understand the functions of jigsaw, we need to take a look at the demonstration of the machine being with the saw blades. Insert the saw blade into the machine and screw down the parts on the upper end of the machine. The jigsaw can be used for cutting round and square openings in cabinet and countertop on the installation spot. The corner grinder, when used with 80mm sand wheel and cutter wheel, is mainly used for polishing and cutting for countertop. The polisher is used with the polishing wax to polish the surface of the countertop.